Do you guys want to start this video by saying how you're not dating? No?
Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of a D&G vlog. We're on episode 10. We made it.
We
and
have.
as we said, every 10th episode will be a Q&A. And so we're gonna kick it off with the question that every single person that ever watched this video or knows us wants to know.
Wait, so I think we should give a bit of a background behind how that question came.
Yeah.
So like we sent up a WhatsApp story and like immediately, like almost unanimously, everybody, no, like everybody guys asked the same question.
And the answer is no.
No, we're not dating.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not
So
dating.
now that we've done that,
Wait, we're not dating,
see you
right?
next week. Alright.
Wait, are we dating?
Are we?
But no guys, we're not. So yeah guys, sadly, or I don't know, fortunately, but sadly, yeah, we're not.
Whatever the case, in God's sovereignty.
In God's sovereignty, in God's will, we are not dating
Yeah.
right now.
I'm single, guys, and my phone number is
I'm single as well.
099.
I like those DMs.
So, like,
Keep sending them.
let it go down in the DMs, guys. His DMs are open. Open season. If you want Gary's number, leave a comment below.
Leave a comment below.
Yeah, but on a more serious note,
leave a comment below.
We're not dating.
Yeah, we're not dating.
On to more serious questions.
Yeah.
What other questions? Oh, I know we got a question about what we think about SHAI Linne's song, Random Thoughts 3.
Okay.
And Ruslan's response. And I haven't listened to both of those songs.
Yeah.
So, like, low-key, I have no thoughts. But I've seen what this whole thing is about. And it's just like, man, I enjoy both music. Both arguments are valid. I think something that SHAI Linne said on Twitter was people dismiss him as if for starting beef or bringing divisions, but they don't really hear what he's saying and ask, is this true or not? So that's my one thing on that one side. Would you hear what he's saying and is it true or not? Is he lying? And the other end is, I mean, I love Lecrae and I'm all for what he's doing, but at the same time, his methods haven't been flawless. You know what I mean? So there's always room for growth and improvement. So man, like at the end of the day, these guys are all human beings, and it's just music. It's just music. This is not like church work. If it was church work, it would have been different. It's just music. There's so much freedom that God has given us regarding that subject. So it's like, don't stress. You can turn up. You can love radical theology, and you can learn and grow and love both guys. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, there's a lot I can say.
Like I haven't listened to the actual clip you're talking about, but I think looking at both artists, SHAI and Lecrae, they're very different. One is lyrical theology, the other is more fluid in their expression. And at the end of the day, I think what I've learned to realize and appreciate is that this is all expressions. At the end of the day, it's art. And the beauty about art is that it's not, and I should be careful how I say this, it's not confined or restricted to a particular form, but I think so long as it meets certain biblical principles, and I think as Dee said, we're humans at the end of the day, we do make mistakes, and I don't think anyone is perfect, but to completely write someone off, I think that's also wrong. So
and I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah, and when I look at both artists, SHAI and Lecrae, yes, they do have their own weaknesses, and we may differ in approaches in terms of like how we present the gospel, maybe through music or how we reach out to other people, and you know, there's all these different controversies, and we don't want to go into that now. But at the end of the day, personally, I see God in all of it. I see a heart that is reaching out to places and to people who are unreached and unchurched. Though I may disagree with some of the methods, but I love the heart behind it. It's beautiful.
Do we have another short question?
Okay, so another short question which we got was, you know how with like social media and everything's always coming back to social media. portrays an image that as a guy you ought to be a certain way, as a woman, as a girl, you got to be a certain way, and it puts all these unnecessary pressures for you to go to the gym, for you to have that Coca-Cola body, makeup. I think Offset were talking about makeup, but that's a whole different discussion for another day. So how are we supposed to take that? What if you're not the makeup type? What if you're not the gym type? Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's about finding your identity in who God is, like in who He says you are, and also accepting that God made us different.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. And we don't need to all look a certain type of way. You can be who you are, just as you are. You can have 2 blonde strips and green hair. You can have
so my beard is going brown, and I'm doing this thing. So be on the lookout, guys.
I mean, you can have brown beard and green eyes, or beautiful black skin, or whatever. You can choose to wear makeup or not wear. You can choose to keep long hair or keep short hair. God made us all beautiful, but at the end of the day, don't find your identity in material things, but rather in who God has made you to be and in who you are in Christ.
Yeah. And I think that's where beauty lies. It's very easy to spot something fake. And what I mean by that, it's very easy to spot someone who is not really confident in who they are in their own skin. But the moment you find someone who's accepted their weaknesses, has accepted their strengths, has accepted who they are in God, who God has made them to be. Because who you are, I mean, your height, your weight, everything, it's a gift from God to you. And things can be changed, of course, but accept who you are, love who you are, we love you, God loves you too.